Good day, good day, good day. Good to see everyone. Hopefully, you're excited about the fact that we get to have a last Friday here, talking about the conversation when it comes to um, having your JQ Edge live. So, first of all, just take a minute and recognize the fact that you are in a place today where you have the whole day ahead of you to celebrate what was happening so far this week. So for the proof today, sorry, for the passion today, let's see if you can just remember what it is that was so exciting for you in your passion. So I also just want to talk a little bit about burnout and like exhaustion, and just remember that we're in a place that there's a lot of chaos going on in the world. And I think sometimes we, are so trying and wanting, and then the news comes on, and we hear about friends and gas prices and all the things that are happening in the world. So I certainly don't want to have toxic positivity be the conversation of joy intelligence. That is not at all what we're doing or what we're talking about. We're talking about real life and knowing that we're all subject to seeing the same things in the world, right? We see the funerals and we hear about the fixes and the apps and the solutions and the sending prayers and all of that over and over and over again, and it sometimes can be alarming and frustrating, and how do we even get to the other side? So I just want to acknowledge that this today. I don't know why I feel like it's important just to hear that that we are in tune to what's happening, and also knowing that our best life, our best uh, mental health attack, if you will, on the paradox of, look at all this great mental health support in the apps, and even all of our work sometimes is our purpose is to make things better, usually. Usually. And at the end of the day, sometimes we go, what was it all for? And, it just feels like it's getting worse over time. And so that is something I feel like is like for me, right? Every day when we're doing Joy Intelligence, we did the executive workshop this week. We were interviewed on podcasts. We've got we're launching a campaign for moms, like hearing the chaos, like all that, right? You keep going and you're doing your purpose, and then you go, all right, but it's messy. So it's true, and it's exciting also because what we get to do is bring our vibration and energy and frequency to the front as often as we can. And that's our purpose, right? At the end of the day, at the end of our life, tomorrow morning when we wake up, we want to go, what was our contribution for the day? Did we add value to the energy of the world, or did we sort of join forces, if you will, and complain and worry and get all into the fear? So just wanted to remind us all, I think being real is really important. Having emotions around all of that is something we get to acknowledge, especially with the JQ emotions map and all of that. So step 2 is to execute. How are we executing what it is that we want to bring forth today? So based on what I just said, how can we, bring what it is that we do with truth and honesty, and discussions with others about how to move the needle forward on our work and what it is that we want to accomplish and what we want to share and celebrate in the proof part of this at the end of the day. So I think we can do that, and it's not as difficult as we think, especially if you're using your JQ Edge. So um, somebody said to me the other day, so what about veterans? Like, that's somebody that their life is just caught up in, learning how to stuff our emotions. And I think it's true for a lot of us. I don't want to say lied to, but we found a place, or we've been sort of brought through a whole lifetime of trauma, and I even sometimes there's this thing right now out there on the internet where we're like making trauma cheeky, like, at least my trauma, made me cool or made give me something except, in an eccentric flair or allows me to fit in somewhere. Like that is to me just crazy. And I can't understand why and how we can make light of the pain and all of that. So yeah, I think we get to remember that veterans or people that are, being told that our emotions are trouble, right? And we have too many, and we shouldn't be on a roller coaster of them. So let me just suggest to you today, as you go into your weekend, to give yourself the freedom of feeling, to feel all the emotions, and to know that we weren't taught how to feel necessarily, how to measure them, how to look at the proof of them, right? So I just want to, again, I guess just simply remind you that what you feel is influences what your thoughts are and what your results are. So let's have a great weekend of feeling amazing. So pick the things that you want. And I have my cards here. Sometimes I'm always looking for them because they're all around the house, but I'm going to pull one out today and I'm going to randomly pull one and see what we get. Secure. That's kind of fun. That's in the reflection stage. Some of the words prior to secure, maybe based on what I was just talking about, could be you have some doubt, you have some confusion, maybe you're misunderstood in your work. We go so fast that we don't take time to settle into that. So let me just ask a clarifying question based on security, which is in the reflection stage, which is a really good emotion, right? There isn't, as we all talk about all the time, there's not one that's good or bad or right or wrong. But what's the most important thing that you can focus on today to bring more clarity to your world? So as you dive in, right, it's only 8 a.m. on Pacific time. I'm not sure where it is where you are, but um, how can you offer some stability and support to those around you? So maybe you're feeling like you're in a really good place, or you're at least feeling secure. You have a roof over your head. You're having lunch or breakfast, and you feel safe. You feel like you can be present. How can you show up with others in that conversation? Or what choice today reflects the trust you have in yourself? So that's a really, really good question. For me, I trust the fact that I've been spending decades and really the last 6 years developing JOYELY or JOYELY University, right? All the tools, all the framework to help support people in this new conversation that, we don't have to get stuck in the paradox of, try this, try this, try this. Like I feel so excited and so good that we have something that can sort of shift all of that and move people into a solution that really works. So for me, that's what matters. That's why I have trust in the fact that there is an opportunity to see shifts and changes in people. And that's really exciting. All right, let's end with a quick chair of joy. Today, sit, breathe, think, feel. Wherever your chair of joy is, grab it. This one specifically says on this card, sit down on a colorful street bench. So sometimes you've been around cities where there's a lot of maybe soft string lights up above your head. So there's maybe the sunset is happening, sit in in the glow of the sunset. So sit down, take a deep breath in. Inhale the quiet of the humming city around you. And exhale any tension that you might be bringing in today. Maybe give yourself a little stretch, a little yawn. Think about your sleep last night and what you get to bring forward today. You get to start fresh, right? Today is always a new day. No sense to beat up or judge. Think if you could integrate into the world that's moving by very quickly around you, your self-confidence, your trust, your security, how could you remain steady today? So think about that. How are you remaining steady in your body? The confidence that you walk through the world, the dress, the outfit that you chose today, whatever it is, you can stand up straight and put your shoulders back, look around, and just feel as steady as you can. And that is, of course, going to impact others around you. And finally, lean back in this beautiful bench that you're sitting on. letting the comfort and the confidence of the moment, just in this JQ Edge live conversation this morning, let it move through your body, starting in your toes, all the way up to your knees, your thighs, your chest, your back, your arms. Stretch your arms out and roll your neck all the way around. Oh, it feels so good. And just so you know, on this card, there's three little words after it, and they are, let me plant these in your psyche today. They are peaceful, curious, and focused. So yes, enjoy your weekend. And I don't often do this, but the challenge on this is to, let me challenge you today. It is Friday, so why not? You get to turn off some of your electronics this weekend and go play. Here's your challenge. Trust in your stability, knowing you are grounded and safe. So wherever you are, and I know my friend Victoria in Dubai, it's loud and there's lots of things happening, and it's somehow we get to find safety in the little things. So keep on keeping on, everybody. I look forward to seeing you Monday. Have a really good weekend, and I appreciate